What is up, guys? Real Shocker the 96 here with our team draft breakdown of APA Low Tier. That is right, APA is doing their first ever Tier 3 below league, basically. There are going to be some rules to some mons. You're going to see at least one mon on my team kind of been up there, but just let you know, these are the rules that we have decided on. Oh, excuse me real quick. It is really early in the morning. I am so tired. So I'm going to yawn a lot. So, this is the one that Panther and a few others decided, like, let's give this a try, see how well it does, maybe see if some mons were overpriced, see if mons shouldn't be allowed in this league, and this and that. So, let's go ahead and get into this. National decks, so that for every Pokemon can learn their own moves. However, we still are not allowed to use Hidden Power, and we are not allowed to use the cut moves from the game. So mons like on now can have defog, which is stuff like that. But let's go ahead and get into this. First off, big shouts to Panther for letting me join the APA low tier league. Thank you so much. I actually really kind of enjoy doing these low tier leagues because they're kind of fun. You can use some low tier Pokemon you haven't used before, and a good majority of this team is some I have used at least once, and then some I've never used, and then some ones I have used so multiple times, but just never really got to use really. But you guys are excited, hit that like button, subscribe to join the Real Shocker crew today, and will be else. You can hit that like button, join the Real Shocker crew, be feeling with the king of the frill. So I was actually picked number 2, I believe, out of 16 coaches. So I kind of got a really bad draft spot. I mean, I basically got a wheel pick, which wasn't bad, but a lot of my stuff that I wanted was just getting sniped from me left, right, and center. So what I had to do is the 4-minute plan. I had to look at one tier. By the way, it was during the third or fourth round of drafting. No, after the third round of drafting, and maybe still then going up to fourth, the points got cut in 95. So I kind of got cucked a little bit for my points because I should have had better point values and stuff. But no, it didn't happen. So you guys seriously, I'm not gonna complain about it. It is what it is. It is what happened. I still think I came out with a really good team, though. I really am. So let's go ahead and break down the team. So like I said, I was pick number 2. I wanted to get something that was going to be really busted broken in this format. And I think one of the best busted broken things to get in this format is one of the most high-tiered point mons. And that is Master Roshi, a.k.a. Mienshao. Mienshao's actually been one Pokemon I've used only once, believe it or not. So I really wanted to give Mienshao another try. And Mienshao offers a lot of things. Obviously, it's a regenerator. Obviously, I'm not doing anything, so it was access to things like regenerator and reckless are super good. Actually, I might as well just do this then. I might as well just do this so I can go over maybe some moves. So basically, it's only national decks, not anything goes. And like I said, we cannot use these hidden powers. So that's going to be out the door. But dry baton passing, calm mind options if I want to be bulky, fake out options, drain punch, is that those reckless high jump kick is also something that can really throw people off. Special sets, which as you can tell, I don't learn a lot of special moves. All I learn is basically Aura Spear, Grass Knot, Focus Blast, Round. That's it, really, and Swift. So, But this Pokemon is just very diverse. Is not semi-diverse, but is really strong, especially with Reckless. This thing can just really hit hard for a lot of teams, and I'm really excited to retry it. There was one Pokemon on this tier that was tiered 14 when this Roshi was 16. This should have been 16 in my opinion, for the fact that 1, Hidden Power's out of the game, and some fighting moves I think got cut from this game. And this is one of my favorite Pokemon I've ever used in my personal experience in Draft League. And I cannot believe that this thing was even allowed. Baby Love Shack, let me love Shack. It's Stack Attacker. You already know what this thing does. It Trick Room destroys. It's a decent defensive Pokemon. It runs Toxic. It runs Infestation. It runs Stealth Rocks. This thing sweeps teams on its own. And I am so happy to have my Stack Attacker back. I'm not going to go do much, but for those who don't know, Stack Attack has been one of the most underrated Pokemon in this Draft League format, and is one of my most favorite Pokemon I've actually used in Draft League format because of the fact that it's just so good. Give this thing a berry, lives any hit, and then just destroys. And I'm just super excited to have my boy Stack Attacker back on this squad. Coming back with my wheel pick, which was I had I think something that was going to be really good and I think I knew was going to get taken. So I grabbed Norberta the Flygon. Flygon's one of those ones that really just puts in a lot of work on its own. And Flygon's just one Pokemon I just love, dude. Flygon's just so good. It's not the best offensively, but there's where things like Dragons comes to that, and the boosted modes of like Choice Band, Choice Specs, and stuff like that. I just really love Flygon. Flygon just really has been one I just really have enjoyed using in just drafting environment. It just gives me a defogger now, so I have options to defog away those hazards if I need to. And it's just a good Pokemon. It's just a good Pokemon. I love it. So I went down and then went back up. So I was thinking to myself, okay, what do I need for this team? I need a water, since this was one of those, so I was kind of panicking what I wanted. I needed another ground resist, because it looks like this team somewhat functions under stack attacker mostly, than it does Master Roshi, which is okay. I needed a Pokemon that really was going to help with the ground weakness. And I felt like priority would have been really good because this team doesn't have a lot of priority. I grabbed Golisopod, aka Guzma. And I'm actually really excited to use Golisopod. I've never used Golisopod, but this thing's a powerhouse of one base with 25 attack. Access to first impression, things like Bulk Up or potentially. Aqua Jet, Swords Dance, that's something that can be really good as well. This Pokemon's not fast, so that's what's kind of disappointing about it. But it makes kind of sense. I mean, about like base 60 speed would have made some sense at least. But I can understand why there's no space speed. But again, Swords Dance, Aqua Jet, that's something that a lot of people are going to sleep on. And the best thing is, Water Absorb Bombs really don't want to take on Golisopod for the fact that I can just click like my attacks against it fine and my stab. So I'm really excited to use Flex Slide. It also gives me a spike user in case I want to bring some spikes for this matchup. So bringing back another one that I've only used fully, I believe, one time, and that was WC Season 3. That is Wormy. I'm bringing back me Electros, and I love me some Electros. It's a relatively good defensive Pokemon, decent defensive Pokemon. Greatest user of Coil and Assault Vest. This thing's fantastic mixed attacker. It is slow, but it's fine. This Pokemon is, if you look at my team, it now kind of has a bit of a Trick Room aspect to it. It only stinks because I don't have a Psychic type unless my next Pokemon learns Trick Room. Then it's okay. But this is what's good about my team. I think I built a team that was really good outside of Trick Room and fantastic inside of Trick Room. But Electros, like I said, mixed attacker, gets access to the punches. No hidden power is a little unfortunate, but things like Acid Spray, Giga Drain, and Flamethrower, I'm not worried about that. So with the 6th round, this was 9 points, and I don't think it should have been. I think it should have been 10 or 11, and the fact that it was sitting here in round 6 blows my mind. It is Galarian Corsola, the bulkiest thing in the world. This Pokemon is a nightmare for people to have to beat because of the fact that this thing is so goddamn bulky. Things that Strength Sap and Will-O-Wisp with this Pokemon, it never dies. Like, the best way you have it is with a Dark-type Pokemon or a Special Wall, if anything, if you're lucky. This Pokemon is just nasty. And you're thinking, like, wait, why is it nasty? Well, it's base 100 defenses. You forgot to add Eviolite to that, boys, because this is Corsola, and it does evolve. So that means the Eviolite boosts this thing rather than hinders it like regular Corsola. I'm actually really excited to try it, and I'm looking forward to this. Now, a questioning factor here. This is tier 3 below. Why do you see Superior as my next pick? Superior cannot run its ability contrary. It has to run Overgrow. But the reason why I went for this thing is the fact of Calm Mind options, Coil options, another chance to defog. It gives me a diverse of the moves. It gives me Glare. There's a lot of ways I can run this Pokemon that I think a lot of people sleep on the fact. And this thing is relatively decently bulky. It also gives me a fantastic speed tier that a lot of people cannot just keep prepping around my Mienshao or my Norberta for the speed tier. So I'm actually really excited, and I'm looking forward to it. Another Pokemon I'm really interested in trying is my Alchemy. Alchemy is another Pokemon I really need. I don't really have a lot of Spadef bulk on this team, and I felt like having Alchemy as my guaranteed bulk was really good. This thing is a danger setup threat with things like Acid Armor, Calm Mind, Draining Kiss, and then maybe Recover or some other coverage move. This Pokemon can be very deadly and toxic if it really gets going on the sets there. Up next, we have Pyro here, my Scar. I've used Pyro a little bit, I've never used a lot, but it's a fantastic mixed attacker, most primarily special attacker. Really good speed here, which I really need for this team as well. And just overall, it's a decently good Pokemon. The Clamps, we're not going to go over too much about it because we've seen me draft it and I've just never used it. But I'm going to try to use you better on them, although, and plus I just needed a spinner, besides I had like 2 to 3 rough spinners. And this was Arbok. No one really cares about Arbok. I just thought like it would be fun to go for a poison set that we need. But that's going to be the team, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you guys can, hit that like button, subscribe, and without letting us, I'll be seeing you guys in the next video.